We continue. It is the Zach Gelb Show, coast to coast on CBS Sports Radio. Now joining us is Los Angeles Rams rookie linebacker and Byron Young, and he's here today on behalf of Dollar General to discuss how his time as a Dollar General employee helped shape his strong work ethic and impact his success on the football field. Byron, appreciate the time. Thanks so much for doing this, and how are you?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you all having me.
Yeah, so you have a wild story. Let's start with the origins. I know you were working at Burger King and then you find your way working at Dollar General. Just kind of tell me about how all that did go down to be the person that we're talking to today, having a really successful rookie season for the Rams.
Just hard work and dedication. I really felt like, I was driven and I really know what I wanted. I always wanted to be in the NFL and, just working at Dollar General. It really shaped me into the man I am today, teaching me how to, be humble and, how to really work hard. Nothing was given to me. So, working at Dollar General, I was always a hard worker and I enjoyed it. So
everyone travels a different path to reach their success. Did you always want to be a football player? Like, was that still a thought on your mind when you were working at Dollar General?
yes, sir. It always was a thought, but I always been like, I didn't know where to start at. I didn't really have no guidance in that area and to where like, where to start at to go to, play football. So it was kind of hard. So I really just had to fight my way and, make my own way, to where I'm at now.
But let's say I was a customer at Dollar General one day and I walked in and I said to you, Byron Young, one day you're going to go from being a Dollar General employee to playing in the NFL and having 5 sacks in your rookie season and contributing to wins for the Rams. Just like, what would you have said to me in this crazy scenario if someone said that to you as a customer?
I would definitely say, that's definitely my dream, and hopefully I could, make that come true. Because just working at Dollar General and just trying to see yourself being in the NFL from where you was at, it's like hard to tell, because you got to go through college and everything, and you got to go through setbacks, and you just got to fight your way through. So like, if someone told me that, I have hope and I have belief in myself, but it'll definitely be, something that I just, tell them that, that's one of my dreams, and hopefully I get there.
Talking to Byron Young right now. How'd you wind up? Because before you got to Tennessee, you were at Georgia Military Academy. How'd you wind up at Georgia Military Academy?
I tried out for the team, when I was working at Dollar General. I found a flyer for a tryout, and it was for actually like the next day. So I called up there the day before and then, asked for all the requirements. And then, I drove up there. It was 2 hours away and I tried out for the team and, made the team. And, I went from there.
How quickly did you find out about making the team? Like the tryout happens and then how much time did elapse before you knew that that was going to be your next journey?
I made a team right then at a tryout because it was like 150 guys there, and I was like one of the guys that really kind of caught their eye. My athleticism and everything, and they loved everything about me, how big I was, and I felt like that really helped me a lot. So they told me right then I made the team.
So it's one thing to go from Dollar General to Georgia Military Academy. Then the next step was going to Tennessee, a big time powerhouse SEC program. How did you get on the radar of Tennessee?
That was, just me, building my film up and, selling myself to the world. I always, when our season got canceled in 2020, I didn't have no choice but to, rely on my practice film. And we had 2 scrimmages, so against other opponents. And I just, went from there and played my best game. And I made cut-ups and, I made highlights and I posted on Twitter and, DM coaches and, just hoping to get a response back. And, you never know if you never try. So I just, I bet on myself and, it all paid off. So that's really what I did.
I know you said this was always a dream of yours to play college football, to play in the NFL. But when you're working at Dollar General, a lot of people don't expect those things to happen. When did you realize when you got some of that football experience at the college level that, man, I'm not only am pretty damn good at this, but I can maybe make a living off of this one day?
When the spring ball, when my first got to Tennessee in 21, we had spring training and at first I struggled a little bit, and then like instantly after like the first 2 weeks, I started just doing good and snapping, and I got a lot better, and that's when I became a starter on that team. So I was like, this right here is not it's not hard as it's not that hard as a lot of people make it seem. So right then, going against guys that got drafted also, it just made me realize that I definitely could compete and I could definitely make it to the NFL. So right then, I just told myself I just want to do no more than 2 years and get make my dream come true. So
How do you look back at that experience at Tennessee? Because you guys had an awesome team a year ago, and a lot of people saw Tennessee start to come back to life as a big time football program.
My experience there, it was amazing. Had a lot of great moments, had a lot of teaching lessons. Definitely taught me a lot. Feel like it prepared me a lot and, got me ready for the NFL, and just the type of team we had, I felt like it was perfect for me. We had a lot of guys that kind of was in like the same type of situation I was in, transferring from another school, and a lot of people didn't believe in them, and they had to fight their way through hard situations, adversity. So it was like we was perfect together. So just learning from them and hearing their experiences, and I'm just feeding off that, and I just felt like it made us way stronger, and that just made me realize for life that's how life is. You just fight your way through adversity, and then don't matter. Hard times never last. Tough people do. So that's what I rely on.
With this unconventional road that you had to travel, you get into the NFL being a third round pick this year. You already had 5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Just how much more do you think you have to go until getting the complete version, like the apex version of one Byron Young?
I got a long ways to go. I feel like right now I'm doing pretty good, but I'm definitely, got a lot more in the tank, and I'm not satisfied with what I done so far, because I already know I had it in me. I always believed in myself, and that's the hardest thing to do is believe in yourself. So, I believe in myself, and I believe I could do better, and I'll continue to, thrive for greatness and, be the best version of myself.
Byron Young here with us. You've had many life-changing moments when you get into draft night and it's that third round, the second day of the draft, and you get the phone call from the Rams. Just what emotions were you experiencing when you found out you were going to be the 77th pick in the NFL draft?
Just emotions of like relief and stress. It was just a long journey, and it was a long process. Just going through the draft process. One of the hardest processes I've ever been through. Sleepless nights, and just long interviews all day, and just trying to keep your composure. It's a tough situation, so that's pretty hard to do. And I was just thankful for that moment because all that paid off. That's really what that was. I was so emotional about it because I knew what I went through, and over the past 4 to 5 years, I knew what I always wanted, and it wasn't given to me. And it was just hard. Just remembering times where I had to really, be on my own, and I didn't really have, really nobody to give me a shot. So it was, yeah, just proud of myself really for not giving up and believing in myself.
Yeah, just wondering if you could go back in time and let's say Byron Young from the future comes on back and talks to Byron Young at Dollar General, just what advice would you give him about the journey that you're about to go through and that you've been through?
That just be patient, and don't be satisfied with anything. Always be striving for greatness. Always, want more. Always think you're better than what you're doing or whatever you present. So that's what I definitely tell myself. Don't think you have to rush to do anything. It's God's plan, and just stick to it. Stick to doing everything right. Stick to being the person you are, a great person. A caring person, and someone that everyone want to be around. Because the type of person he is, not. So that's the type of person I am, and that's why I tell myself always, still at Dollar General, just to still, keep going and believe in myself.
Before we let you run, you got a tough opponent this weekend going up against the Ravens. We all know how great of a quarterback Lamar Jackson is, Byron Young. Just what is the big point of emphasis this week as you guys get ready to go up against Lamar and the Ravens?
Just to play our keys and do our assignment well. He's a great quarterback, like you said, and gotta press him. Gotta contain him. He's a fast guy, and he could throw the ball as well. So just gotta remain disciplined on those areas, and do our best to get the job done.
You only got so many weeks left in your rookie season. This team is 6-6. Not a lot of people talking about the Rams, but you guys are right there trying to make a playoff spot. You tell me why this team has what it takes to be one of the 7 teams in the NFC this year.
Because just all the hard work we put in and all the setbacks we had, and we never let that, we didn't flinch. We always stuck to it. A lot of people expect for us just to fold and give up, but we still in it and we still fighting, and we love each other and we believe in each other. So that's why I feel like we should be in there, and that's why we're making a strong fight to get in there, because we rely on each other, and it's a family. We're not selfish. We together, and we're gonna stay together. Whatever happens, we're gonna be the team we are. So
you don't need me to tell this. In your locker room, you have one of the greatest defensive players of all time in Aaron Donald. As a rookie, what have you been able to learn from Aaron?
Just being patient, with everything I do, being mentally engaged, and, just trusting the process, just, getting extra work in, and putting that extra work on the field on game day. So, just being around him, one of the greats, it's amazing, and just learning from him.
Last thing I'll ask you, Byron Young, on behalf of Dollar General, we appreciate you joining us today. You have such an inspirational story, and we've talked about that, and it's awesome to hear you describe what you had to go through to get to this point. Another rookie, Puka Nacua, has taken the league by storm, your teammate. Just what kind of inspiration do you draw from Puka, and how about the season that he's having?
Puka, just an amazing guy. Since I first met him, he always been the same guy. And, I'm not surprised, what he's doing right now. Honestly, in OTAs, he was the same way.
Really?
Like, I promise you, he was just, everybody seeing him, and he was just doing amazing things. And, I knew it was something special about him. So, like, I'm not surprised over anything he's doing, and it inspires me every day just to watch the type of guy he is, filling some big shoes and just playing great ball, breaking records, every week, so it's amazing to watch that, and I'm just so happy that I could be around it and experience it and, be his teammate, because, you don't get that every day. You don't get a guy like that, and with his type of attitude and humble, it's amazing to be around, and he's definitely set himself up for success, and he's definitely successful right now. So,
well, it's been great to hear your story today. Appreciate you sharing it. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you.